Good evening. Good evening. It's Latasha Thomas, your worth coach and restoration strategist. I'm here Monday night at 8 to bring you tonight's moment of clarity. So tonight's topic is endurance to run the race. And usually when we think about people who run in track or they're running a race, you have to know how to pace yourself. So when I was running track for high school, I quickly learned that I couldn't run the same pace for a mile warm up that I would like to run for 200-meter dash or even a 400-meter sprint. And so there are so many times in our lives, and especially in mine, where I feel like I need to run the 200-meter dash and I need to make it quick and I need to get out the gate quick, fast, and in a hurry. But sometimes we have to call on our ability to rely on our endurance. So what are some things that have challenged you in your level of consistency? Most of the time, the easiest thing to think about is your diet plan or your what's your foods that you're going to try to stick to remain healthy. Or you may even think about the workout plans. So we can easily think of examples when it comes to physical endurance. But what about the mental endurance that's required each week, each month, each season of your life? And so when I think about times when I've had to endure, there were times where I would self-sabotage, where I would downplay things that I was trying to accomplish. I would get discouraged if it didn't go right the first time around. There were so many different things that would derail me and take me off my course. So tonight I want to give you 3 steps that can help you with your endurance to run your race. So the first one is to train, right? So anytime we are trying to build a level of consistency, we need to create an atmosphere in which we are working at that consistency in every area of our life. So what about, for me, I'll take that, for me, I decided that I was going to be more consistent in showing up and that I was going to come and show up and be consistent on a regular basis, whether I felt like it or not, whether I thought I had something to share of value or not. I decided that I was going to be consistent. So how are you training yourself? How are you preparing yourself to run the race that you desire to run? Are you pouring into yourself and giving, looking into books and the self-help items and pouring into and investing in training opportunities that will help you to build and grow in your area of expertise or your desired area of expertise, right? So train and prepare is the first step. The next step is that you're going to not only train and prepare, but you're also going to set the pace. So as you begin to run the race, understand that it's not one of those. This is a long-term cross-country run, right? So small steps, great gains, right? Small steps each day, progress. Sometimes you're going to fall off the mark a little bit. That's okay. Pick yourself up and say, you know what? I'm not where I was. I'm not at the starting line. I'm not quite at the finish line, but I am running this race. You want to set the pace. And sometimes that requires us to call on a mentor or someone that can help us to set the pace. In track, sometimes if you watch professionals, you'll see what they call a rabbit. That's the person who runs and actually sets the pace for the long distance runs. Maybe you need a mentor. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need somebody who can help you to not only build the endurance that's required, but also to help you and coach you along the way. And for those of you who are dealing with separation and divorce, if you need a coach to help you through that season, through the emotional roller coasters, through the transitions into parenting alone or parenting with a co-parent, whatever the case may be, I am here to help in that situation. And so you can just reach me at victorybynicole.com if you need that. Also, the last one. So first we're going to train and prepare. The second thing is we're going to set the pace. And the third thing is we're going to run our race. What does that mean, Latasha? What does that mean? That means that instead of, looking across the fence and looking at your neighbor's race, looking at your neighbor's grass, and seeing that it seems much greener, make sure that you are running your personal race. Make sure that you're running the race that is designed for you. And there are so many different ways that we can hone in on that, and make sure that we are not just duplicating what someone else is doing, but maximizing our own potential. So again, this is how to endure the race. And the first thing is to train and prepare. The second thing is to set the pace. And the third thing is to run your race. How many times have you tried to run someone else's race, become discouraged, frustrated, you lost your motivation, and you stopped before the finish line? My goal is to help you reach and exceed that finish line. I hope that you've enjoyed tonight's moment of clarity. And if you need any support or services, I'll be glad to support you. You can reach out to me at victorybynicole.com or send me a direct message through this private Facebook group, and I would love to support you along your journey. And if you're interested, we also have books for not only men and women going through divorce and separation. And it's guided questions that will help you to learn and to grow on this journey. I love you all, and I hope that you have an amazing night. God bless.